This video is going to teach you how to take back control over your life and to simply go from somebody who is a feather in the wind, who has no control over their life, to somebody who has complete control over all of their thoughts and actions. But before that, my name is Trevor, and I'm here to help young men like you grow and improve on your self-improvement journey. Imagine there's a man who has no control over his life. He simply listens to his government, the mainstream media, the news, etc., the newspapers, whatever. He simply listens only to what he is told. And as a kid, it's fine to listen to your parents, is what you're supposed to do. But as an adult and as you get older in life, you need to start making your own decisions and you need to start thinking for yourself. Because if you don't do this, you are going to be controlled, and most likely, the people controlling you aren't going to have the best intentions or the best plan for you. But imagine there's another man, a man who does think for himself, a man who makes his own personal decisions and doesn't listen to whatever he's told. This man has complete control over his life, and because of that, he makes the best choices every single day. I'll tell you a story. My gaming addiction began at just 9 years old. I started watching YouTube around the age of 4 or 5, but it wasn't until a few years after that that it started to become an actual problem. When I was starting to spend hours and hours a day, and on the weekends, summer break, Christmas break, multiple hours a day, simply consuming content or playing video games. Now, at that age, it was kind of okay. Of course, I should have been playing outside, but I really didn't have too many friends. I had like one or two friends really, um, and so I just spent most of my time watching YouTube and playing video games. But around the age of 12, about 3 years ago, I discovered self-improvement. Halfway through that, whenever I was around 13 and a half, I cut out social media for a pretty significant amount. In the past year, I've really got back to watching self-improvement content. Most is educational, but that's not an excuse. I mean, I'm literally paying for a course that has thousands of hours of content available, and I choose to watch social media sometimes. I don't even think about it. And this just shows you how much control social media has. Currently, I'm trying to completely eliminate all social media. There's one YouTuber I might watch. His name's Hamza. He's a pretty good YouTuber. He's self-improvement YouTuber, educational. Um, he used to upload daily. He might start that back up again. But other than like that, those 20, 30 minutes a day, I really want to remove all social media and really limit the dopamine that I am, consuming. I might make a whole video just on dopamine and how this all works. But whenever you limit dopamine, you really just become happier and you become more present, and it's like you're actually living and you're not just existing in like different worlds, and it's really confusing. I really can't explain it. So how do you take back control over your mind? Well, it starts with making your bed every single day. Now you might be confused and say that sounds weird. You probably heard this before. You might ask, how does making my bed, or what does making my bed have to do with gaining back control over my life? They're two completely different things. But it's not about your bed. It was never about your bed. What it was about is your mind. And what making your bed every single day does is there's going to be days where you don't want to make your bed. And there are going to be days whenever you do. And what that's going to do is it's going to build discipline. It's going to build discipline because you're doing something you don't want to do. You're also changing up your morning routine, and a drastic change in your lifestyle and your environment is what's required for a big change in your lifestyle. In order for change to happen, you're going to have to make a big change in your environment. And along with discipline, this is going to build motivation, making you want to work more. It's also going to build momentum, giving you the ability to work more because you've already done one difficult thing, so you might as well do something that's equal or a little bit harder. Maybe it's even easier. Something like, limiting a few hours of social media, going outside a little bit, doing a few push-ups. It's really simple. If you don't believe this is gonna work. And by the way, eventually this is gonna get you into working out, meditating, working, learning, eating healthier. All those good habits are gonna follow along with that discipline, motivation, and the momentum. But if you don't think that even these small changes are going to benefit your life, if it sounds too good to be true, simply try it for just 10 days. Just 10 days, less than 2 weeks, really simple. 10 days, try it. If it doesn't work, you can come back to this video, you can dislike, unsubscribe, negative comment, whatever you want if this doesn't do anything for you. After just 2 weeks, it is time to start a new journey. And for some people, it's time to already start the biggest change of your life. Now, I don't want to force this on you because it's not going to be easy. This is likely going to be the hardest thing that you've done in your entire life. And that is to turn to God and to give your mind to God. See, what most people have been doing is they've been giving their mind to the news or a government or some, group of people that definitely do not have the best intentions for them. And what you're going to do is you're going to spend 2 weeks taking back your mind. So now you have control, and then you do the conscious decision to give control to God. Because God is the best of planners. He has the best plan for you and the best intentions for you. And so whenever you give over your mind and your heart and your life to God, and you dedicate your life to Him, you will actually have the best life. Now you might ask, what does this have to do with change? Isn't this just about going to heaven or something? No, turning to God is an entire lifestyle change. This is something that is going to change you permanently, forever. Even if you turn to God and then turn away a few years later, there is still going to be permanent things done to you. I was going to say permanent damage, but turning to God is never going to damage you. This is only going to benefit your life because God is wiser, stronger, more powerful. He knows significantly more things. And Jesus is going to help you with everything you struggle with in your life. It's time to do the hard work starting now.